Ako, umabot ako sa point na parang ang sama-sama na ng tingin ko sa sarili ko. Sa lahat ng kalokohan na ginawa ko, no? Pero continuous process of unlearning, relearning, knowing, loving the self, forgiving the self, paulit-ulit siya hanggang eventually lahat ng pinagdaanan natin, makikita natin yung wisdom behind it.
Welcome to the 7 Dimensions of Wellness, the podcast that helps you reassess your habits and helps you progress. The 7 dimensions are as follows: spiritual, physical, emotional, career, intellectual, environmental, and social. Reassess, progress. This is the 7 Dimensions of Wellness. And welcome back to the 7 Dimensions of Wellness, the podcast that helps you reassess your habits and helps you progress. I'm your host, Jerome Paul. Thank you for tuning in. So, runners, it's been a long time again since we did this, the 7 Dimensions of Wellness, but it's has its own good reasons. We did a lot of time away, we did a lot of time to reflect. Super dami na talaga nangyari. And I'm really excited because this is going to be the second to the last episode. And I think I think this is going to be one of the most anticipated episodes ever sa podcast. So, tonight's dimension is about physical. It's all about caring for our body and staying healthy. This is gonna be very helpful for those people na gusto mag-workout or like, we just want to be physically fit again. Focus tayo sa physical health. Ayan. Okay. Our guest tonight is helping Pathways behind the scenes. She is one of Pathways' alchemists and core. Let's all welcome and go. Hi, Ate Ann. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi, runners!
Hi. Long time. Sobrang tagal nito. I'm excited. Welcome
Thank
sa
you,
Runner
thank
Podcast.
you.
Yes, how are you? How have you been?
Okay naman. Ngayon, medyo busy with family healing. Tapos, ikaw, Jerome, kamusta ka?
Okay, so by the time we record this episode, masakit ang katawan ko, lalo na yung core. Kasi kakagaling ko lang din sa gym. Yay! So, perfect timing. So, of course, welcome to the Runaway Podcast, Ate Ann. And since you're here, can you tell us more about yourself? Do you have any experiences lately na gusto mong i-share? Ayan.
Siguro experience ko recently, 2 years na akong drug-free and alcohol-free. Last month lang ako nag-anib. And of course, with the help of practice yung healing with Pomegin at the death. Ayun.
I'm genuinely surprised, runners. Okay, I'm genuinely surprised. I didn't know. Congratulations! Hello, congratulations. And of course, kanina nasabi mo na you help Pathways behind the scenes and mostly through like finances then, of course. How has it been? Kamusta yung experience helping out Pathways, seeing it grow? Ayan.
Honestly, maganda yung experience kasi it's totally different from what I've been doing sa family business namin. Dito kasi makikita mo yung contrast din at some point na pag na-honor, hindi lang siya purely sa profit naka-base yung organization, but it's more of honoring and valuing the community and kung ano yung creativity ng mga tao. So, very different siya sa approach.
Oh, okay. See, like it's not all about the money talaga. It's not all about the money. Ayan. Thank you. Oh, but speaking of like money, of course, we're gonna talk a little bit about professions then. Since Pathways is a community where people come together, what was your job or occupation before, or now that you're here in Pathways?
Currently, I'm still working sa family business pa rin namin. So, I help sa finances and sa
Mm.
operations kung paano yung nag-aano yung isang company,
Mm.
nag-ooperate. So, yun yung talagang focus ko. And hindi
Mm.
naman siya nalilihis.
Oh.
Kumbaga, same pa rin naman.
See, it goes back talaga. Sorry, like, yung si Ate Elnas talks about embracing authenticity, and kapag na-embrace mo na yon, you would eventually integrate your purpose and then your work. So, yon, they're
Yes.
together. So, it's,
Siguro share ko yung challenge lang kasi siyempre iba yung environment eh. Kung paano nag-ooperate yung hindi ko gina-judge no, but kung paano i-operate yung paano pa nag-ooperate sa old world yung hindi pa naghi-healing yung mga tao than
mm,
sa mga naghi-heal na yung mga tao. May
mm,
difference kasi yung mga dynamic yung nakakasama natin sa trabaho. Ayun, and
mm,
kung paano ba yung mindset ng isang organization, paano siya tumatakbo. Parang
mm,
yun yung medyo challenging na syempre tayo na sa healing journey na tayo, gusto natin din sana ma-experience nila yung healing or yung awareness na pinagdadaanan natin para rin sana somehow makatulong sa kanila eh. So, pero
mm.
imagine kung mag-isa ka lang nagki-carry nun, parang you're going against the kung ano yung mga kinasanayan ng mga tao sa environment mo. Pero
Yes.
yun yung challenging for me.
I think so too. Kasi sobrang daming naging magandang talking points on the previous episode. Runners, if you want to review, you can go back. It's okay, no problem. Una, like finding your purpose, shadow work, yung intuition mo, tapos yung pagiging authentic mo sa work. And then, before this episode, how you can transform your environment naman to the environment what you like. So, it's kind of hard at first, di ba ate? But when you put in the work, kayang-kaya.
Mm.
Ayan.
Tsaka 'pag kilalang kilala mo na sarili mo, Jerome, hindi ka mawawala sa
Yeah!
environment. Yun.
Ayan. Ako na, unang basag na naman. Ayan. Oh, so ate, speaking of me, I also ask everyone then from Pathways, the core, how did you know me? Paano ba nagka-cross yung paths natin? Ganon.
Naalala ko si isang event, ang ganda nung question mo. So, ikaw yung naging winner.
Ah!
Tapos,
Mm.
ikaw yung naging winner. Tapos, ako yung nag-send sa'yo ng voucher code. Doon yung
Yes!
initial engagement natin.
Mm. Oh, I think yun yung relaunch pa.
Parang ata, oo.
I forgot yung mismong name ng event, but Facebook yun, 20 basta mag-New Year. Mag-New Year. Ayun yun. And then, ayun, like we also met na din officially nung TarotCon for the first time. And then, there's a sister. Dito na tayo. Mm. Ayun. Thank you. So, ate, of course, the floor is yours again. They say it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So, how did your spiritual awakening or healing journey come about? Yan.
Okay. Siguro start ako in life ko before Pathways
Okay.
para may background.
Mm-mm.
So, kung kilala mo ko from dati, based sa worldly standards to
Mm-mm.
mukha akong okay. Kasi may family business kami and matagal na sa industry. Tapos yung
Mm-mm.
mga side hustles ako, mahilig akong mag-travel,
Ah.
shopping, collect ng bags,
Mm-mm.
watches, tapos lagi ako nasa gimikan every week or minsan weekdays sa Rebel ako. So,
Mm-mm.
yun yung lifestyle ko, no? Pero, ay, ang hirap pala i-share, pero within me, I
Mm-mm.
was really, hindi ako happy. Yung happiness ko, alam kong hindi authentic. Naka-base
Mm-mm.
kasi yung lahat sa external factors eh. And yung self-worth ko,
Mm-mm.
naka-base din siya sa laman ng bank account ko or sa
Mm-mm.
possession na meron ako, no? And then, yung iniiyak talaga ng soul ko that time is, bakit ang layo-layo ni God? Bakit sobrang separated ako from God? So,
Mm.
ganun siya. And then, so yun, and nagda-drugs din ako. Tapos nagda-drugs ako before, and yung
Mm.
mindset ko pa dati is, okay lang na maging occasional user ako. Kasi hindi
Mm.
naman ako araw-araw nagda-drugs eh.
Oh,
Kaya okay.
yes. Mm.
Pero, latter part, na-realize ko din na sobrang dependent ko na rin pala. Kasi,
Mm.
for example, pag mag-aaway kami ng ex ko,
Mm.
ako, pag hindi ko makontrol yung situation, magda-drugs ako. Pag gusto ko
Oh.
maging free,
Mm. Yes,
magda-drugs
yes.
ako. Pag gusto ko is mag-celebrate, drugs pa din. So, lahat
Mm.
cope with what's happening with me, automatic magda-drugs ako.
Mm.
Siguro mas okay lang ba na mag-detail ako sa journey ko about
Oh,
drugs?
yes, definitely. Thank you, ate. Of course, a safe space. I honor and thank you for sharing din. So, please, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Ayan. Mm-mm.
So, yun, nag-start ako sa drugs, nag-explore ako nung college. Weed naman 'to, nag-start sa weed, and then
Mm-mm.
eventually nung nagwo-work na ako, I think that was 2012, 2013, nag-explore naman ako sa party drugs. And
Mm-mm.
ito, hindi ako na peer pressure, hindi rin ako pinilit. Talagang may pull lang sa'kin na maging curious sa mga gano'ng bagay.
Ah, yes. Mm-mm.
Eh, 'pag nagpa-party drug ka, may normally, may kapalit yun na downtime, eh, or calm down, and then magka-crashing ka for how many days? With me, it was 3, 4 days. So, after ng ligaya,
Mm-mm.
sakit ng ulo ko, ang sakit ng katawan ko, puro pasa ako. Minsan, may singaw, di ako makapag-function. So,
Mm-mm.
yun. So, natutunan ko gumamit ng ibang substance to combat yung mga symptoms na
Side
nangyayari.
effects.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
And then, after that, so, yung substance na yun, nagamit ko naman yun sa work. In turn, nagamit ko sa work for me to function, for me to feel confident, for me to
Mm-mm.
express myself. Kasi feeling ko before, nadja-judge ko yung sarili ko na ang bagal ko mag-cope, hindi ko ma-express
Mm-mm.
yung mga gusto kong sabihin. And
Mm-mm.
parang ang bagal lang ng proseso. Pero with healing, natanggap ko yung side kong yun, na nature ko lang talaga siya. Pero yun, dati, nung hindi pa ako nag-healing, syempre, parang kailangan ko i-prove yung sarili ko eh. So, magte-take ako nun, no, for me to function. And then eventually, I think this was pre-pandemic. Hindi ko naalala ko ano yung exact year, pero na-introduce ako sa cocaine. And then ang nangyari, since at first parang hindi ko pa nafi-feel yung effect sa body ko eh, kasi konti pa lang yung consumption. But
Mm-mm.
eventually, it grew, no? Dumadami yung usage ko. And minsan, yung parang feeling ba na you get lost in yung dun sa substance,
Mm-mm.
parang
Yes.
nadal ka na.
Uh-uh.
I think with alcohol, same naman eh. Pero mas iba lang yung impact ng drugs. Parang gano'n.
For sure, like 100 times heavier and stronger, I guess. Mm-mm.
So,
Mm-mm.
so nung nabaliw ako sa substance na to, automatic parang na-associate ko rin siya somehow with alcohol. Kasi for me, yung cocaine and alcohol, parang it goes hand in hand.
Ah,
Para
yes.
mag-balance yung tama sa katawan ko. Yun
Mm-mm.
yung nangyayari. Pero kahit na eventually, kasi nga, dumadami yung consumption ko eh. Tapos yung alcohol consumption ko din, dumadami. Like, in a span of 2 hours, kaya kong umubos ng isang bottle ng whiskey. Tapos sobrang cans and beers. Ganun yung effect sa katawan ko.
Mm-mm. Okay. Ah. Ang dami.
Tapos,
Ang dami. Okay, grabe.
tapos syempre kasi since alam kong hindi siya sustainable, yung high na nararamdaman ko, it's not sustainable, talagang sasagarin ko yung peak, no? Kung
Mm.
wala pa ako, hindi pa ako pababa, talagang mag-snort ako another line for me to sustain that high eh. I was literally
Mm.
chasing highs after highs, peak after peak, kasi takot akong mawala eh. And
Oh.
unlike sa party drug na kaya kong pahabain yung duration ng drug use,
Effects? Mm.
effects, dito kasi mabilisan lang. So, kakabol ko siya until na umabot sa point na sobrang wasted ko na. Kinabukasan, wala na akong energy and di ako makapag-function para gawin yung responsibilities ko kasi may work ako eh.
May crash din siya
May
after.
crash din siya, pero
Okay.
parang ang nangyari sa akin, nag-override yung alcohol. Kasi
Mm.
sobrang hindi na makapag-process eh. Parang yung brains ko nandun, yung katawan ko naiwan sa
Okay, yeah, like, oh, bye, see you later. Diyan ka muna. Mm.
parang gano'n. So, I rarely share this, but umabot sa point na nasugod ako sa hospital kasi alcohol intoxication na. Na
Ah.
nangyayari, nagsusuka ako, as in, talagang vomit na lang. Tapos wala na, sobrang wasted na. Tapos yung palpitations, ang lala. Pero
Mm.
hindi ko pa rin, admittedly, hindi pa rin ako tumigil doon. Those
Mm.
were the times na lagi ko sasabihin sa sarili ko, last na, last na.
Mm.
Pero at the back of my mind, gagawin ko pa rin naman kung may nangyari pa rin hindi ko kaya i-handle or hindi ko kaya
Mm.
i-deal, no? So, yun yung story ko.
Mm.
And babalik ako sa paano ako nabuhay paano ko na-free sa addiction part ko.
Yes.
Kasi
Mm.
sobrang nasa isa akong relationship before na hindi na siya healthy. And seemingly, nakakos ako ng mental illness sa person na to because
Mm.
hindi ako mabuting partner back then. And
Mm.
then, parang andun na ako, sobrang desperate ko na. Sabi ko, kailangan may ma-resolve na to. Kailangan masolusyonan. Ganun pa yung
Mm.
thinking ko eh. Paano ko kaya i-cure ba yung kinakasama ko back then?
Yes.
Tapos, suddenly, na-introduce ako sa Pathways.
Oh.
Hindi ako kay
Mm.
Mama J.
Mm.
So, gusto ko mag-thank you to that person, Travis. Salamat, naging
Mm.
bridge ka sa transformation ko and sa change.
Mm.
Thank you.
Mm. Thank
So,
you.
na-intro ko doon, Jerome, and then, yun, doon na nag-start yung journey ko. And sa simula naman, admittedly, hindi ako focus sa healing ko eh.
Mm.
Outward pa rin. Like, kasi for me, that time na pag mag-heal ako, gusto ko i-save yung relationship.
Mm.
It's for the relationship to work. Pero sa latter part, parang na-realize ko din na umabot ako sa point na sobrang pagod na ako ipaglaban and ipagnindigan yung relationship.
Mm.
Kasi hindi na nag-work eh. Like, yung
Ah.
dynamics namin, parang let's say ako yung perpetrator, siya yung victim. Tapos naging ako yung victim, siya yung perpetrator. So, doon na lang umiikot. Even nung sabay kami nag-healing, sabay kami nag-journey. Pero mapapansin, pag ino-observe ko, let's say na yun, walang may gusto mag-take accountable sa sariling journey. Parang
Mm.
pointing fingers pa rin yung nangyayari. Till na-decide na ako na hindi na mag-participate ba sa ganong dynamic, napakinggan
Mm.
na talaga yung soul ko na this time, teach
Mm.
healing ko for myself and baguhin na lahat ng patterns ko. Doon talaga bumukas eh, parang all of a sudden, sobrang bumukas hindi ko to ma-explain, bas may iba lang nangyari from
Mm.
being totally separated from God. As in,
Mm.
sobrang na-experience ko yung unconditional love ni God. Yung
Oh.
grace, yung humility, ito na lang yung best way that I can describe kasi
Mm.
hanggang ngayon wala pa rin akong words eh pag naalala ko yung moment na yun na nag-choose ako And at first, yung seeming sacrifice for me is the relationship. Yun eh, yung pinalit go sa akin. And
Mm.
next is yung mga naging budol sa investment ko. Kasi
Mhm.
very madikit sa akin yung mga investments before eh. Tapos,
Mm.
drug addiction. And then, kumbaga, lahat ng yon naging byproduct na eventually ayoko na lang mag-drugs. Nang hindi ko sinasabi sa sarili ko, tigil na ako
Mm.
or pipilitin kong itigil. Hindi eh. Byproduct siya ng healing.
Oh.
And yun. Tapos sobrang blessed din talaga ako during those times na pinili ko yung sarili ko kasi takot ako eh. Takot ako to be alone that time. As in, very codependent kasi ako.
Mm.
Na-realize ko yung patterns ko na baka bumalik ako sa mag-drugs na lang or balikan ko yung makipaghabulan ba ako sa ex ko or magpapakawalwal ako through alcohol. Sabi ko
Mm.
na Mami J, pwede ba balik ako sa inyo? Kasi balik-balik na ako sa kanila that time eh for my
Mm.
healing. So,
Mm.
baka pwede kasi ayoko na talaga bumalik sa dating patterns ko since na alam mo eh, may awareness na eh. Gusto ko na
Yes.
time i-change yun. So, yun yung nangyari. So, but eventually, it all led to Heart of Service, no? Na nagsiserve ako with pathways. Ayun.
Mm. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Ate, for sharing your story. Um, Honestly, ako nabibigla kasi all the time, before and after recording each episode, na hahapyaw nila, nila Ate Det, like everyone from the core na they're very excited for me to talk to you. And hearing these now, I think that's the reason why. Kasi you have gathered so much strength to break free from what you didn't want anymore in the past. And sobrang courageous, naiiyak ako. Wait lang. um, na-inspire ako as in kasi other than connected siya sa mga episodes natin before, even the titles, kasi you followed your intuition, tapos you wanted to be your most authentic self. Like, iba, I couldn't put this into words before nung nag-decide ako mag-quit naman uminom. Kasi alcoholic din ako dati, ate. Talagang sobrang dependent ko lalo na nung pandemic, high, low, tara inom, shot, yan. Um, I feel like I resonate with you when you said, ayoko nang bumalik dun. Ayoko nang bumalik dun. So, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, ate. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Wait lang. Wait lang. Wait lang. Naiyak talaga ako. Oo. Wait. Sorry.
Go lang. Pero yun
Oh.
talaga nagagawa talaga ng healing and yun talaga eh. Tsaka yung meron kang community and mentors to guide you all through it. Yung puro lang talaga yung love and support na nakukuha natin from pathways. Yun din yung malaking anchor ko eh during those times.
Mm-mm. Thank you, Pathways. Thank you. Thank you. Ako. Thank you, Mommy J. Ayun. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ate, for telling your story. Is there anything else you would like to add then before we officially answer some questions for today's episode? Mm.
Siguro, sana, ito hope ko, Jerome, sana kahit isa lang na going through addiction, mag-reach out sa atin na mag-reach out ba na harapin nila kung bakit sila nag-give in sa addiction nila. And sana hindi kayo mawalan ng pag-asa kasi laging may hope dyan eh kung magiging open lang kayo, kung magiging willing lang kayo talagang i-explore no yung possibilities na may bagong way, may bagong life kasi I understand na pag nandun ka sa loob ng struggle mo na parang yun na lang that time yun na lang yung alam kong gawin. Kasi for me,
Mm.
instant way yun to relieve me from what I'm thinking or feeling Ayoko nang iproseso, ayaw na. Ito na lang yung
Mm.
option ko. So yun na lang yung
Mm.
alam ko na gawin. Pero laging may pag-asa. Basta piliin mo lang na gustuhin mo lang buong-buo. Makakalabas ka din dyan. And minsan kasi hindi nakakatulong yung tayo bilang tao, grabe natin i-judge yung sarili natin Tapos nadadagdagan pa nung judgment outside us, yung environment natin.
Mm.
So, siguro ako umabot ako sa point na parang ang sama-sama na ng tingin ko sa sarili ko. Sa lahat ng kalokohan na ginawa ko, no? Pero continuous process of unlearning, relearning, knowing, loving the self, forgiving the self, paulit-ulit siya hanggang eventually lahat ng pinagdaanan natin, makikita natin yung wisdom behind it.
Yes.
Yun.
Mm. So, runners, please take a chance on yourself, ha? Take a chance on yourself. Kaya niyo yan. Kung sinasabi ng mundo na wag, 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 di mo kaya, di mo kaya. No, you do it. Kaya mo yan. Take a chance for yourself. Okay. Wait lang. Wait. Ayan, take it. Okay. Alright, all good. Okay na ako. Okay na ako. Wait lang. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, thank you, ate. Are you ready to answer some of the questions that we have for today? All good?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, ate, of course, I want to say thank you again for sharing your life story, your journey from rising above what you have experienced before. Now, with the healing journey kasi, I got this question a lot. And tinatanong sa akin is, ano ba yung grounding?
Mhm.
For for comedic purposes, ang alam lang talaga nilang grounding is, makukuryente ka, ground, gano'n. Pero how do we describe it to the runners and to the listeners kung ano ba talaga yung grounding?
Yung grounding, kumbaga nagbi-bring lang tayo ng present, maging nasa present state tayo of that moment. Yun yung mashi-share ko dun. And
Mm.
para ma-find natin yung center natin and balance.
Like to be in the moment na
Yes.
nandito tayo ngayon.
Mhm.
Sorry, is it also connected sa pagiging mindful, ate? Kasi like, for example, like me, close to heart, I'm using it as an example kasi ako to. At times, I would get so worried sa future ko na, paano yung pera ko? Paano yung trabaho ko? Paano yung mga bills? Blah, 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 blah. Hanggang sa, wala na, like magsa-spiral down na ako, iiyak na ako, tapos, at the time, iinom na ako. Like, yun yung quick getaway ko eh. Yun yung band-aid ko for feeling that way eh. So, is it somehow connected sa pagiging mindful din?
Yes, somehow magka-connect sila. Pero siguro mas ma-explain ko if i-differentiate natin.
Mm.
Kumbaga for me, yung mindfulness, it's more of internal. Tapos yung grounding, it's more of external siya. Like, dun tayo sa mindfulness, no, muna. Since internal siya, nasa observer state tayo. Like, we just allow our thoughts, our emotions, feelings, body sensation, and just nakasurrender lang tayo dun sa state na yon without judging it. Hayaan lang natin. And then grounding, kaya ko nasabi na external siya kasi parang may activities tayong ginagawa to shift our attention or our focus. For example, earthing tayo, yung nag-aano sa grass.
Yung walang tsinelas, like barefooted. Ayan. Okay.
So, para tayo nagko-connect naman sa Mother Earth, no, sa ground. Pero with me, ang personal choice ko is exercise or boxing. Yun yung personal choice ko. So, for example, kunyari, sobrang stressful ng environment ko or ang dami ko lang talagang iniisip. let's say quick workout or boxing. So automatic yung focus ko na shift. Ano pa rin siya sa head ko I mean,
Mm.
pag may problema ako nandiyan pa rin sa head ko. But parang may part na shift kasi ang focus ko is yung body ko na. Like paano ko ba i-execute yung workout? Tama ba yung footwork ko, yung
Mm.
exercise ko? Pero ang nakakatuwa doon kasi pag andun ka sa state ng pag nag-e-exercise ako, parang nagkakaroon pa ako ng mental clarity.
Ah.
So
Mm.
after ko mag-workout, pwede kong balikan yung pinagdadaanan ko And eventually, mapaprocess ko siya ng mas nakalayo na ako, naka-disengage ako. Parang ganon. Kasi mas may clarity na and mas hindi na ako lubog dun sa story. So it helps me with din sa stress or kung ano man nangyayari sa akin during the day. Ayun. Na-answer ko ba?
Oh yes, definitely. That's why pala ate na kapag may mga nakausap akong friends ko na bakit kayo nagji-gym or bakit mo nakahiligan yan, madalas nilang sagot is, wala, like, it helps me think. It helps me feel relief. So, meron talagang mental clarity na nadudulot si exercise or pag-gym.
Yes.
Kasi form siya ng grounding.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Grounding. Tsaka pala, Jerome, pag nag-workout, madalas maririnig mo to sinasabi, like, may happy hormones. Ako, may
Mm.
happy hormones kasi may chemical na nare-release Na yun
Mm.
yung parang, yung body natin, pag may pleasurable activities, I think serotonin ata yun. Kung hindi
Mhm.
ako nagkakamali. Pag may pleasurable activities tayo, siya, lumalabas siya sa katawan natin. Kaya parang nagiging happy hormone siya. Ayun. Kaya may health.
Ah. I like this episode. So my spiritual and then my scientific. Boom. Okay, welcome to Runaway Podcast. Daming perspective. See, like, do your homework. Mag-notes kayo, runners. Okay. That's why pala. Kasi as someone who's going to the gym na after like 9 years, and I'm gonna take this physical journey seriously na din. Somehow, mga nakukuha kong advice from my friends is, ipagpatuloy mo yan kasi it will give you mental clarity. It will also boost your, immune system. Ayan. Plus, like, happy hormones. Happy hormones.
Happy
Ayan.
hormones.
Mm. Ayun. Thank you. Oh, tapos ate, since of course, nagkakaroon tayo ng mental clarity, nandun pa din yung problema, like what you said earlier. And it's kind of obvious na si grounding related din sa stress management, no?
Mm-mm.
For some ate na, ako, at that time, or in one point of my life, hindi ako ganun ka marunong to handle my stress. Of course, nandyan si pangiinom, nandyan si pag-iossi, or in my case, puyat. Puyat, laro lang ng laro. Alam mo yun, shove it down. Huwag mong intindihin yung problema mo. Kasi pag in-confirm mo yung nararamdaman mong feelings, mahina ka. And they will judge you. Ganun yung tingin ko sa akin before. Yung stress ba ate, at times, can it manifest into physical illness na din?
I guess oo, kasi based to sa experience ko growing
Mm.
up, lagi akong may skin asthma or skin eczema. Nakukuha
Mm.
ko yun sa food, tapos sa dust, sa change of weather. Kaso
Mm.
napansin ko since last year, grabe yung allergies ko dito, hindi na nawawala. As in,
Ah.
kamot lang ako ng kamot. And
Mm.
wala na talagang parang wala na akong makitang reason, no? Tapos
Mm.
mag-apply ako ng meds, tapos after ilang days, babalik na naman. So,
Yes.
hinayaan ko na lang. Eventually, hinayaan ko na lang. Parang ang only thing na lang na nakikita kong possibility is baka sa environment ko kasi medyo stressful siya. So,
Mm.
pag hindi ko, kumbaga minsan yung katawan na natin yung nagre-react. Tapos ako minsan may tendency pa akong ipipilit ko kahit sobrang stress, sige, isa-shrug off ko na lang or titiisin ko. Hindi ko a-allow yung body ko na pahinga muna tayo, magkaroon muna tayo ng safe space na tayong dalawa lang. So, nagmamanifest sa katawan.
Oh. Oo nga kasi like other than the stress, of course may factor pa natin si environment, yung conditionings nun, tapos yung like pollution nandun. In my experience naman din, it's kind of the same din ate kasi I have allergic rhinitis.
Mhm.
And at the time, like, before pathways talaga, ang triggers na alam ko is dust, tapos cold weather to hot weather biglaan. Alam mo yun, like in the middle, early in the morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, tapos ayun na, ang lamig-lamig. Tapos 8 o'clock, boom, ang init. Like, ayoko nito. So like, ganon. Ah,
Oo.
nag-start na ako kay Pathways, na-open up ko siya kay Mommy J. And Mommy J told me this very beautiful question na, tingnan mo Jerome, kung sino yung mga taong nagtitrigger naman sa'yo. Sabi ko, tao? Like, paanong tao, Mommy? Kasi nasabi niya, is it's also possible na natitrigger si allergic rhinitis is because of your fear. Yung takot ko. And I did that. Like, ang dami kong na-identify na, oh my God, like, oo nga, natitrigger niya ako. Like, so, I'm so sorry for the people na hindi ko kinausap for like many months because of it. Natitrigger niya kasi yung allergy ko and hindi ko kayang i-handle yung emotions ko at that time. So, ayan. But we can talk now in the future. So, yun yung naging experience ko sa stress manifesting into physical illness.
Pero
Ayun.
totoo yun 'no, minsan minsan siguro ayaw lang rin natin tanggapin na galing na sa mga kasama natin, kasi love natin sila, eh, 'di ba? Pero
Mm.
parang ayun, wala, tuloy pa rin, go, go, go. Pero yung body natin nagre-react na pala.
Totoo. Siguro yung best example ko dito na naiisip ko kasi before I did my time sa call center industry. And as many of the runners know, it can be demanding kasi shifting ang schedule, tapos short ang breaks, irate pa yung customer, so stress, 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 stress. Boom. Okay. So, I took a nap. Hindi sa floor, of course. Hindi sa floor. But during my break time. And then, paggising ko, inatake ako ng rhinitis, sumakit yung ulo ko, and nagsa-start na akong magkaroon ng trangkaso. Pero tuloy pa din, laban lang, laban lang. As I look back on it, I feel like my body was trying to tell me something na, oh, ito na naman, stress ka na naman. Ba't ayaw mo ba kasi tumigil? Ganyan. Pero like, syempre, tuloy pa din, hi, welcome to blah, blah, blah. How can I help you today? So, siguro like, I'd like to ask then, from your experience, ate, how would you know if your body is trying to tell you something na, huy, ano yan? Ganon.
Alam mo sa totoo lang Jerome,
Mm.
pasaway kasi ako, eh. Minsan kami
Same.
na may mga masakit na, may Makati na, may ano,
Oo.
hindi ko wala hindi ko na I love you, sorry. Pero hindi ko siya like pinapansin. As in ano rin 'to sa akin, kailangan ko rin i-take 'tong lesson na 'to na pakinggan yung katawan ko. Kasi lagi
Mm.
kong pinapersa, eh. Pero wala pa kasi ako dun, eh. Dun sa yung tini-take care ko lang siya 'pag may signs na siya, ganun.
Oo nga. Okay, sorry. Like, parehas nga tayo. Like, I will only tend to it kapag wala na. Worst case na. Okay, ito
Oo, 'pag
na.
wala na parang 'pag ayaw na niyang gumalaw tsaka na lang like for me yung injury ko, maraming
Mm.
signs before that, eh. Masakit lang, nag-start sa masakit, then eventually, ay sorry runners, so
Mm.
singit ko na lang Jerome 'no.
Yes, yes.
Like for me nangyari, nagbo-boxing kasi ako runner, so may
Mm.
masakit na sa katawan ko. Pero ang ginawa ko since pasaway nga ako,
Mm.
bo-boxing pa rin ako ng bo-boxing.
Mm.
Tapos yun eventually na nagkaroon ako ng dislocated arm, nagka-muscle tear ako.
Mm-mm.
Tapos, nung totally hindi ko na siya magalaw, that's the time na wala na. Doon na lang ako tumigil. And last year to guys. Tapos, early this year, ang
Mm-mm.
nangyari naman sa akin, wrist injury. Kasi,
Ah!
oh, as in,
Mm-mm.
masakit na. Naiinda ko pa. Pag mag-open ako ng doorknob, as in, pag nagtitwist to, grabe,
Mm-mm.
parang hirap na. So, guys, ano lang, payo lang, take care and listen. Kung may masakit or feeling nyo may iba na nangyayari, take time to pause. Huwag nyong hayaan na lumala yung damage na nangyayari sa
Mm-mm.
katawan nyo. Kasi, katulad ako, nahinto ako from working out because hindi ako nag-tend, no, nung nag-aano na pala siya, nagre-react na siya.
Mm. I feel the same way, ate. So, runners, please, there's no shame. Okay, sabihin ko na, for my future self din, baka makalimutan mo, future Jerome, there's no shame in pausing. There's no shame in resting. There's no shame in resting. Kaya mo yan. We need that. No, we need that. Okay,
Mhm.
yun na. Mm-mm. Okay, thank you. Oh, and of course, ate, is there anything else you'd like to add sa conversation natin about stress manifesting into physical illness? Mm-mm.
Wala naman na. Basta take time talaga to pause and be with your body.
Mm-mm.
Eventually, makikilala mo naman, mare-recognize mo kung ano yung mga signals niya na gusto
Yeah.
niya parating. Kanya-kanya
Mm-mm.
naman yun kung paano siya magre-represent. Ayun.
Yes, tama. Oh, and of course, I'd also like to ask you then, hindi pa naririnig ni ate yan yung episode na to, but let's see, okay. But in the previous episode kasi, napag-usapan namin ni Ate Mika yung environment na sometimes we get to be so fixated on doing one thing. For example, ako, work lang ako ng work, and hindi ko nare-realize na sobrang gulo na ng kwarto ko. So, in the previous episode, relate lang natin ng konti, how does the external environment affect the body's health naman?
Pag hindi tayo marunong mag-detach sa nangyayari sa surroundings natin or environment, minsan kala natin atin yun Like, kala natin, energetically, kaya natin atin yun. So, bit-bit natin everything. Yung pala,
Mm-mm.
ano na niya yun, sa ibang tao na pala.
Ah, okay. Sorry, like, realizations. Okay, go, ate, go. Okay.
Tapos, yun, tas bit-bit lang natin. So, parang ako, nangyayari sa akin at times, parang, shit, ang bigat na, hindi ako makalabas. Tapos,
Mm-mm.
yung, pag may awareness ka, it helps na, hindi akin to. Talagang okay, or wala na tayo dito, para makapag-detach tayo somehow, no? Ayun.
Mm.
Na-answer ko ba?
Yes. Kasi of course runners baka magulat kayo na, ang simple naman nun, of course pollution, gano'n. Pero hindi kasi like environment lang yung pinag-uusapan natin about nature or the city. Environment meaning yung mga tao, yung paligid mo, yes, yung energy din sa paligid mo na hindi mo nakikita. I mean, like, do you ever get that feeling, ate, na pag minsan, pagpasok mo sa isang room, parang okay naman, maliwalas, pero negative ng vibe.
Yes, meron.
Di ba? Yun eh. That's the environment that I'm talking about.
Meron naman. Kaya kailangan mag-shield.
Yes! I am fine. Okay. Future episode. Sa mga runners, you know what I'm talking about talaga. Kahit yung pagpunta mo ng CR, yung pagpunta mo sa floor, sa workplace. I know someone who recently told me na, alam mo, pag pumupunta ako sa workplace ko, lagi ako may headache. Pero pag labas ko ng office ko, wala na. So I was like, meron dun. Meron dun, boy. May something dun.
Oo.
So, add lang
Sign
din ako
din yun, no? Sign din yun, Jerome, na may parang yun yung isang type ng signal na may nangyayari sa'yo pag nandun ka. Di ba?
yes! Kasi parang, Mami J, hindi ko po sure kung ito yung proper term. Parang may collective energy na nabibuild sa isang environment kapag masyadong malakas yung emotions ng isang tao. Ayun. Okay. So, hi. So that's the one we were talking about. Of course, ate, since we're already talking about people na sometimes naman they can motivate us, sometimes they can drain us, May mga ganun talaga, hindi natin maiiwasan. So, go back tayo kay grounding. Nakatulong ba siya sa pag-release ng, unwanted energy na ayaw natin?
Mm.
Mm.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
Kasi, syempre, ano yun eh, na-absorb ng body natin. Minsan conscious tayo kasi evident naman nangyayari eh. Pero minsan yun nga, unaware din tayo kung ano yung mga na-absorb natin, di ba? Energetically. So,
Mm.
when we do grounding, marirelease natin yun kasi it's either through exercise, malalabas natin yun sa katawan natin, or kunyari, unearthing, di ba parang napapasa? Nagko-connect ka sa, nagko-connect ka kay Mother Earth eh. So, parang kahit paano napapasa yung energies. Ayun. Pero
Mm.
parang siguro it helps na lang that we set intention na kung ano yung mangyari, paano nata-transmit yung energies na yun. Ayun.
Mm. Thank you. Thank you, ate. And I think another example that comes into my mind now na minsan ako, like, this is me, runners, okay? This is me. Na kapag masyado akong nakapanood sa TV ng mga heavy drama, parang bigat sa puso. Patayin ko nga muna to. Ayan. Parang hindi ko kaya. Sorry, pero alam niyan, runners, okay? Pag nasa province kayo or nasa sorry. No hate sa ating media, pero ang heavy lang talaga minsan ng drama, hindi ko kaya.
Okay lang yan. Natawa ako, sorry Jerome, kasi kasi yun yung, well, after kong ma-free no, sa addiction sa drugs, ang
Mm.
pang-escape ko na yun is K-drama.
Okay lang yung K-drama. Iba yung
Tama pa din.
for me, mas okay yung K-drama kasi at least may build up, hindi yung gano'n ka-heavy. Pero sa sorry, sa mga nanonood, like, sa media kasi natin talagang blatantly point out, tanghaling tapat, alam mo yun, walang iya ka! Blah, 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 blah." It's like, tutulog lang po ako, ayoko nang makinig.
Choose din siguro, no? Kung ano yung papanoodin natin talaga.
Yes. Ay, ayun, runner. So that's what we mean when we talk about like environments. Like, na-absorb natin subconsciously. Oh. Ay. Oh, so ate, is there anything else you'd like to add sa pagre-release naman ng unwanted energy?
For me, just punta lang, kahit nga as simple as magkulong ka sa kwarto,
Mm.
i-release mo by, basta syempre wala kang mako-collateral damage, no? Yung
Ayan, okay.
naman,
Mm.
kahit
Mm.
iyak mo, isigaw mo, i-name mo man lang yung nafe-feel mo, alam mo yun, parang basta just be in a safe space na kaya mo maging ikaw. And kung ano man yung way mo, depende pa rin naman yan eh, kung paano mo siya gagawin. And kung
Mm.
paano ba siya nagiging okay with you. Like for example, pwede rin journaling. Diba? Pwede
Ayan.
journaling. Pwedeng sigaw ka or kausapin mo ng process ka. Kausapin mo,
Mm.
mo, name it. Yun, basta find an activity na pag ginawa mo, safe ka and may enjoy mo. And
Yes.
okay lang na maging ikaw. Ay, ikaw lang, ikaw.
Mm.
Ayun.
Yes. Siguro ang biggest challenge lang na possibly maharap ng runners natin is, of course, yun nga, makaistorbo ka ng ibang tao like your mom, your sister, your brother, kasi maririnig kang, alam mo yun, sumisigaw or whatnot. But there are other ways. There are other ways you can try. So this is what we mean then when we say put in the work, kasi trial and error din talaga. Thank you. Right, so ate, anything else? Mm-mm.
Ito madaling gawin. Pwede mag-ground through shower. Di ba?
Yes! Maligo kayo!
Minsan magugulat kayo pag nag-shower pa kayo, bigla kayong may realization. Ilang times nangyayari yun sa akin.
Yung shower thoughts, totoo yun. Okay? Oo nga, no?
Tapos eating, pwede din. Eating. Kain.
Mm.
Mga
Ay,
sweets, ganyan. Or
Mm.
for example, yun, yung na-mention namin kanina, which is exercise or earthing.
Mm.
Tapos, siguro pwede rin kayo makinig ng relaxing music, di ba? Or
Yes.
on,
Mm.
ganon. So,
Mm.
pero pwede siguro explore nyo rin on your own kasi kanya-kanya din naman yan eh. Like kung ano
Mm.
yung mag-fit sa'yo.
Totoo. Oh yeah, I'd also like to share in one point of my life what worked for me, and I'm sure nag-work din sa mga runners to. I would blast emo music. I would blast emo music. Like lahat ng cry. Oh, I would love it. And then like I would let the music speak for me.
May
Kaya,
ganyang face din ako ah.
yes, di ba? Nakikita ko sa like sa ibang post and through one of our alchemists din na mahilig sa emo music. I was like, oh my god, it was never a phase. So, so, ang saya.
Tapos puro tissue kasi iyak ka na lang. May ganun.
Oo. See? Oh, may aspect din yun ng shadow work because you're feeling your emotions, accepting them. Also, oh, pakinggan niyo yung previous episode, runners. Ayan. Thank you. Ayan. Thank you. Oh, so, ate, I'd like to ask then, because we're nearing sa end ng episode natin, what advice or encouragement would you offer someone who may be struggling to be in the present? Alam mo yun, may mga tao na minsan they keep on remembering the past, tapos nakalimutan na nila na nandito tayo. Or like me, I'm super worried about the future na I didn't even realize yung future na pinapangarap ko, eto na. Eto na. Ayun. Ayan. So, go ahead. Mm.
Siguro it helps lang no to allow everything muna. I-allow mo lang yung thoughts mo and feelings mo. And then eventually pag na-honor mo na lahat yun, ask yourself then, for example, sa future, ano ba yung kinukumahog ko? Or ano ba yung minamadali ko? Bakit ko ba kailangan habulin or intindihin yun sa future? Eh, ang important is yung now. Yung to be in the now. To stay in the present para ma-value eh. Di ba? Para ma-value. Tapos,
Mm.
for those people naman, yung na-mention mo na medyo yung laging bumabalik sa past, baka kasi rin, meron pa sila hindi napapatawad sa sarili nila. Meron pa silang hindi fully ma-accept. Kaya sila nagsi-circle back na nagsi-circle back. So, importante talaga guys na sana mag-healing sila, no? Yun yung
Yes!
pinaka talaga sa akin.
Mm.
Pero like, yung immediate siguro solution, let's say grounding activities, hanap na lang sila siguro muna ng activity na ma-enjoy din nila to help them stay in the present moment. Pwede din yun siguro, di ba? Like,
Yeah.
kahit nga as simple as magluto,
Yes.
cooking, di ba?
Tama.
Kasi yung ma-enjoy nila. Yun yung importante. Ayun.
Yes. I'd also like to add din ate na this is why sometimes we would hear this sa mga magulang natin or someone na mas matanda sa atin na kapag we're feeling down, they would encourage us na, o sige, kumain ka muna. O, grounding yon. Or, o maglakad ka muna. O, grounding din yon. Or, di kaya, I mean, like, just, gala ka muna. Okay lang yan. Ayan. So, that's us. Like, letting our emotions be and for us to come back to it later kapag
Yeah.
okay na. Ayan.
Pag-aligned, mas centered ka na. Pero important talaga ma-allow mo muna lahat eh. Nang
Mm.
walang tigil. Ayun.
Yes. And just like what you said, ate, kanina, na healing is really important talaga. We can't emphasize that enough. You have to prepare your vessel. Ayan. For you to receive more of what you are expecting out of life. Or for you to receive more of what's coming to you and what's for you. Thank you, Ate. So, anything else you would like to add to our conversation?
Ano, parang guys, encourage ko kayo to take care of your bodies kasi iba since physical naman yung
Ah,
pinag-uusapan
yes.
natin, di ba?
Mm.
Ipahalagahan natin yung katawan natin eh. Siguro sa experience ko kasi kaya din bina-value ko yung body ko kasi I know and I understand na vessel lang to. Vessel lang to do my service, to do my purpose, no? Para kung ano man yung ipagawa sa akin ni God, talagang prepared ako and fit ako to do it. Ayun. So,
Mm.
mahalaga.
Yes. Tama, tama. Ayun. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and of course, Ate, I'd like to ask you, since we are a path. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, ay nabulol ako. We're a part, yan. We're a part of Pathways and its new community na
Yes.
hindi pa na a-advertise dito sa podcast. Can you tell us a little bit more about what Pathways is going through now? Yan.
Yun,
Mm-mm.
guys, invite ko kayo, runners, sa mga hindi pa nakakapag-sign up sa Pathways Connect, please mag-sign up kayo. May experience yun, daming activity sa loob. Tapos, para ma-experience yun rin yung magkaroon ng safe and compassionate community. So, ano lang, register kayo sa nas.io. Ayun.
Ayan, okay.
So, yun. Register kayo sa nas.io/wearepathways.
So, future Jerome. So, yan, please, alam mo na yan. Flash mo na yan sa screen. Yan. So, invite mo sila. And so, go to Nas.io to check out Pathways Connect. Yan. So, every week may mga events si Pathways, may mga videos ready to watch na digestible bites din, hindi yung full na 1 hour like this podcast. So, you can do it on your own time. And I sincerely hope, like as me, as Jerome, let's just continue to be better. Ayan. Mm, Ayan. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Ayan.
you.
All right. So, Ate, of course, the floor is yours. Would you like to thank anyone, anyone before we wrap up the episode?
Siyempre, first, ikaw, Jerome, sobrang thank you for allowing me to be here na-share natin yung journey natin, no?
Mm,
So, and second, siyempre, thank you kay Mami J and Ate Tet and Pathways Core and Community. Sobrang thankful ako sa lahat ng love and support na binigay nyo sa akin during na mga panahon na hindi ko pa kaya, pero ito na.
Oh, yes.
So, thank you. And yun, lastly, kay Travis talaga gusto ko mag-thank you. Ayun.
Mm.
Salamat sa iyo ulit, Travis. For
Oh, thank
introducing me to
you.
Pathways. Ayun.
Oh, thank you so much, Ate. Of course, I'd like to thank you then kasi finally, we're able to talk about the things that we've been talking about today. And yun, sobrang worth it talaga for sure. Like sila Mama J sabihin, oh, ito na, finally, nag-usap na yung dalawa. Ayan. Mm,
I thank you,
and,
runners din pala.
ayan, okay, so sorry.
Peace. Thank you, runners. And thank you sa mga nagli-listen. Ayun.
Mm, thank you. Thank you, runners. I'd also like to thank the runners then for being patient with the content we publish and, for digesting what we have been talking about then for this episode. So thank you. Thank you. Ayan. Okay. So, Ate Ann, again, thank you so much. Runners, we only have one more episode left. And it's time to call everybody from Pathways to talk about the last episode, which is also the last dimension, social. Ayan. Okay. So, thank you, Ate Ann. Thank you, runners. Thank you, Pathways. So, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, share the podcast, run away with Runaway Podcast. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. And that's it for this episode. If you like to support the podcast, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Runaway Podcast. Subscribe to the podcast, share the podcast, run away with Runaway Podcast.